your life experience is going to be easier for you. It will be so much easier for you to get from where you are to where you want to be as you understand this basic premise. When contrast causes you to ask, you've asked. Step one is really, really a fast step. Really a fast step. It's a vibrational step. It's a vibrational step. Do you hear what we mean? Because even in looking at what you don't want, you're asking for what you do want. So just by being alive and focusing, you're asking. You have set up a vibrational reality. We'll talk about that a great deal here today. That is as a result of what you have been living and what you have been sifting through in terms of contrast. So the asking is fast. In fact, it's instantaneous. But when you continue to ask, when you continue to say, where is this thing that I want? Or why does this thing that I want not come? Or why do the others that have it when I want it and I don't have it? And what am I doing wrong? And how come it's not playing out? And why is it so hard? And where is it? 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 I'm asking, where is it? Where is it? I'm asking, where is it? Where is it? Is it? Where is it? Where is it? Why is it so long? Where has it been? Why isn't it here? What have I done wrong? You go on and on. You have become, we love you very much. You have become, oh, we love you very much. You have become masters of getting hung up in step one. And because you keep thinking that as long as you don't see it in your reality, that you should keep asking for it. Sort of like the game you played with your mother. I want it, I need it, I want it, I need it, I want it, I need it, I want it, I need it. Until finally she just got so worn down, she gave it to you. And you think that's the way the universe works, but it isn't. It's only the way you can attract on a very mediocre level. In other words, when you stay stuck in step one, by staying focused upon what you want that you don't have, what you want that you don't have, what you want that you don't have, what you want, so that you get hung up in step one, you can't let it in. It can't come to you because the vibration of step one is about the absence of what you want. You've got to move on to step two, which is, it's on the way. Source is on it. The larger part of me is a vibrational match to it. So, if you heard that, then you know that you don't have to every day get up and write your goals again. You don't have to keep noticing the distance between where you are and where you want to be, and without meaning to, unwittingly activating within yourself where you are. You've got to move yourself vibrationally to a new place if anything is going to change in your life experience. And your keen awareness of what is happening will keep anything different from that from happening. Jerry and Esther have spent the last few days in their new house. And there is this magnificent refrigerator that has not been working well. Milk is souring, which is a slight indication. So the repairman has been there. This was the 5th time yesterday. And as he comes, he's so sure that it isn't what Esther thinks it is that he won't even look where Esther asks him to look. Esther can hear a vibration, a very strong vibration. She's not a refrigerator repair person, but she knows that everything he's tried so far hasn't worked, and so they're getting it narrowed down to something. But anyway, the long and the short of it, the short and the long of it, the beating the drum of it, the beating the drum of it, the beating the drum of it, is that this is a magnificent refrigerator that makes a lot of noise. And you can hear it all over the house. And it isn't cooling properly. And so there are signs that something's wrong. So Esther has been on the telephone trying to explain. She recorded the sound because it won't happen. It won't happen when he's there. She called the lady who sets up the service contracts and played her the sound of it over the telephone. And she said, Esther said to her, just so you won't think I'm crazy. And the woman interrupted and said, too late. They had a very good laugh over it, but The refrigerator is making a lot of noise. So the repairman came and went, and finally yesterday, while someone else was there helping with another project, Esther asked this dear IT person to stand on the chair and put his hand in there and see if he can figure out what's making the rattle. And he said, I think it's this. I think this motor is too close to the bottom. And so Esther opened her drawer, got out a wine cork, sawed it off, and said, stick this under there. And he did, and it quieted the motor. And so Esther is thinking what she often thinks. Gotta do it myself, gotta do it myself, gotta do it myself, gotta do it myself. So she took action, solved the problem, has done nothing whatsoever about cleaning up her vibration. And then they walked into their beautiful suite in this hotel. And the air conditioner is making the identical rattle. The identical rattle. You would have thought that they had dragged their refrigerator to the hotel room. And Jerry is laughing and Esther is hitting him. Because it's such an interesting thing. It's about vibration. Could it be more about vibration? It's the universe shouting. It's all about vibration. It's all about vibration. It's all about vibration. And then their breakfast arrived this morning and their milk was sour. And Esther said, we've got to stop taking me everywhere we go. We'll leave me somewhere else and we'll bring Abraham to the hotel. And we think it is just a wonderful opportunity to acknowledge that everything that comes to you comes in vibrational alignment with what you've got going on. And you just can't be lazy with your vibration even when you're facing reality. You get so hung up in telling the truth and in documenting what's happening and writing a history. Esther has a refrigerator log. A refrigerator log at 4:59 on 8:21 a.m. The high temperature alarm in this refrigerator went off. I think you should know it, she said to the repairman, who could not have cared less. But it was important to Esther's vibrational stabilization. In other words, if she does not maintain vibrational alignment with what she does not want, she cannot continue to replicate it everywhere she goes. You do it with relationships, you do it with financial conditions, you do it with bodily conditions, you do it with loud refrigerators. You do it with anything that is troubling you, because most of you still believe that this reality that you are looking at holds more weight and therefore deserves more of your attention than the vibrational reality that you are in the process of creating at all times. So, your source energy. And from your source energy perspective, you send a part of you forth. Not all of you, most of you is non-physically. This non-physical, eternal you remains non-physically focused. But a part of that consciousness has come forth into the personality that you know as you. And here you are, brilliant, beautiful, willing, genius, leading edge, physical, human creators, willing to explore refrigerators and such, willing to explore life experience, willing to explore the contrast in order to come to your own deduction about what would be better. And you do it all day, every day. You are veritable emanators of vibrational future improvements. That's what you are. That's what you said you would do. You said, I'll go forth and from the data that is there, I will come to new conclusions of improvement. That's your personal and very important addition to the eternalness of that which we all are. So you radiate these rockets of desires, and the source energy part of you, in the moment that one of those rockets emanates from you, which is constantly, gives undivided attention then to that which you have newly asked for, newly amended. So what's happening? You can't see it. Many of you sense it. Many don't know it at all. You have been in the process all of the days of this physical experience of creating a vibrational reality. A vibrational reality. We've been calling it a vibrational escrow, meaning it's your account, it's got your number on it. No one's going to snatch it away from you. It's there waiting for you to come into vibrational alignment with it. But today we're going to call it the vibrational reality. The vibrational reality that precedes all reality. So, are you creating a vibrational reality of good stuff and a vibrational reality of bad stuff? And is there a war going on within you of good against evil? Well, it's not quite that way, but it wouldn't hurt you to see it that way a little bit. In that, through life, you are identifying improvements, and the larger part of you has already taken the improvements to heart. In other words, the larger part of you is already living that which you are asking for. When that happens, when you send off a rocket and the source within you becomes a vibrational equivalent to what you're asking for, that's when that vibrational relationship kicks in for you, which means now, whatever you're giving your attention to, and therefore, whatever vibration you are offering, and therefore, whatever emotion you are feeling, is playing against this vibration of who you really are. Vibration is the basis of your emotion. So when you feel thrilled, when you feel interested, when you feel eager, when you feel frisky, when you feel in love, when you feel appreciation, when you feel joy, when you feel bliss, you are in such close vibrational proximity to who you really are that there is no vibrational variance between you and you. And you are, in your offering of one vibration, not only feeling wonderful, but your point of attraction is powerful. That is a leverage of creative energy that defies verbal description. You just have tapped in under those conditions to the energy that creates worlds. And when you tune in that way and hold anything as your object of attention while you're tuned in that way, it has to improve. So let's just for fun bring Esther in the analogy that we just offered. And let's say that it takes a day, a week, a month, a year. Let's say she's worked on it for 10 years. Doesn't matter. Let's say that she finally closed the gap on her refrigerator problem. Or whatever it is. And now she's offering one vibration. And let's call it the vibration of appreciation. Appreciation for the magnificent things in my life. And let's even go further. Appreciation for most of this refrigerator. Let's say that she is focused so succinctly that she's not even noticing what isn't right. She's just tuned in. She's using this refrigerator and many other things, but this refrigerator as her current reason to be in alignment with who she is. So there's no separation between who she really is and who she's being when she activates the thought of that refrigerator in her vibration. Under those conditions, that refrigerator could not misbehave. It could not. Under those conditions, the best repairman would show up. Under those conditions, a repairman tuned in, tapped in, turned on, a repairman in line with infinite intelligence, able to troubleshoot anything, would show up. Not the guy they've been sending. It's really worth tuning in and bringing your vibration into alignment with what you want. And when you don't do that, and you ask anyone to improve your situation, you are asking the impossible, because no one can buck your current. Now, it's certainly fair to say Esther didn't feel that way about that refrigerator before it was so very bad. In other words, she didn't start her refrigerator relationship out on the wrong foot. She didn't say, refrigerator, you look just like a refrigerator that I had in my kitchen one other time, and I don't expect good things from you. So the question that you want to ask is, so what is it? What is it that causes me to get off on the wrong foot with anything? And we say, other things that are sort of like it. In other words, if you have this habit of thought about things and you haven't taken the time to clean up the vibration, don't worry, it will get bigger. Everything in your life reflects the vibrational alignment you've got going on, you see. So, we know that's not a very important subject, but everything that comes into your experience is a perfect reflection of what's going on with you vibrationally. Esther's a little bit in a state of overwhelmment. She has too many new moving parts in her life. And so, many things don't work just because she doesn't know how to work them. It's not because they're broken. So you give your attention to something that you can't make work the way you want it to work. She came down this morning with a new computer that would not give her a reading at all. It's hung up in that refrigerator vibration, you see. But this old trusty computer, this one that she's been using for a while, easier to be in alignment with the things that you trust.